Hi everyone, welcome to the Keys to Growth webinar hosted by the Membership Growth and Reactivation Committee and the Kiwanis Family Relations Committee. My name is Tina Nguyen and I am the Lieutenant Governor of Division 58. I'm also the Kiwanis Family Relations Committee Chair, also known as the KFAM Committee.
And my name is Hannah Kim, and I am the Lieutenant Governor of Division AYS. I am also the Membership Growth and Reactivation Committee Chair, also known as the MGRC Committee. In this webinar, we'll be introducing how to grow your clubs and overall membership and increase your engagement with other Kiwanis family organizations, which will be critical to your performance as a leader within Key Club. We'll provide a variety of resources and helpful information that you can utilize to support and maintain your clubs. So stay tuned for some very exciting and interesting content.
Hi, my name is Stella Lee. I'm Lieutenant Governor of Division 65 and I'm in the KFAM Committee.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Karen Cardenas. I'm the Lieutenant Governor of Division 80 and I am part of the KFAM Committee.
Hi everyone, I'm Jasmine Thapa. I am the Lieutenant Governor of Division 56 and I'm from the Kiwanis Family Committee.
Hi everyone, my name is Landon Holzer. I'm the Lieutenant Governor of Division 35 and I'm part of the Kiwanis Family Relations Committee.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Jace Lynn. I am Division 45's Lieutenant Governor and I am part of the Kiwanis Family Relations Committee. Yeah.
Hi everyone, my name is Natasha Trivet. I'm the Lieutenant Governor of Division 30 and I'm a part of the MGRC Committee.
Hello everybody, I am Chan Yao Lin and I am the Lieutenant Governor of Division 38 and I am also a member of the MGRC.
Hello everyone, my name is Harper Thompson and I'm the Lieutenant Governor of Division 76 and I'm on the MGRC.
Hi everybody, my name is Roman Tobias. I'm the LTG of Division 50 and I'm on the MGRC Committee.
Hi everyone, my name is Jenny Gia and I am the LTG of Division 13, 15, 17 and I'm also on the MGRC Committee.
Hi everyone, I'm Kate Theobald and I'm the LTG of Division 82 and I'm also on the MGRC Committee.
Thank you everyone for coming, but before we start, I'm going to go over some terms and words we use in Key Club so you can understand as we go along in our presentation. Starting off, Kiwanis Kids, more commonly known as K-Kids, is the elementary school branch of the Kiwanis family. Builders Club is the middle school branch of the Kiwanis family. Key Club is the high school branch of the Kiwanis family. Circle K, also known as CKI, is the college branch of the Kiwanis family. And Kiwanis is the adult and principal branch of the Kiwanis family. Moving on, chartering refers to the act of starting a new club. Sponsoring refers to the act of a Kiwanis club funding and or sponsoring a Key Club. Faculty advisor refers to a club's school advisor. Kiwanis advisor refers to a club's Kiwanis advisor who is from their sponsoring Kiwanis club. And SLP stands for Student Leadership Program. So I hope that all makes sense. Let's continue on to the rest of our webinar. We're gonna start off by talking about K-Kids and Builders Club. We talked about it a bit earlier, but what is K-Kids? K-Kids is the largest service organization for elementary school students with over 3,600 students, 1,400 clubs in 21 countries worldwide. K-Kids is a student-led organization providing members with opportunities to perform service, build character, and develop leadership. Now, what is Builders Club? The purpose and mission of Builders Club is the same as K-Kids, but Builders Club is the largest service organization for middle school and junior high students with over 45,000 students, 1,600 clubs in 17 countries worldwide. Now, I'm going to pass it off to Stella, Roman, and Harper to talk more about how to sponsor one of these clubs and why it's important.
Thanks, Tina, and hello again, everyone. My name is Stella Lee, and I'm the Lieutenant Governor of Division 65. Now, you may be wondering why your Key Club should consider sponsoring a K-Kids or Builders Club. Well, K-Kids and Builders Club give elementary middle schoolers an opportunity to get involved in service and develop leadership skills. Also, in the process, Key Clubbers will also be able to grow their leadership skills and working and interacting with younger kids. High schoolers are also more likely to join Key Club if they are part of K-Kids or Builders Club when they were younger. When sponsoring a club, there are a few steps that you must follow. First, locate a club in your area. Locate a school in your area that could potentially host a K-Kids or Builders Club. This could be your old elementary school, middle school, or just a school near you. Once you find a school, reach out to them and see if they're interested. If the school wants to move forward and start a club, reach out to Kiwanis clubs, local organizations, or the school itself to sponsor the new club. You should not charter a club without a sponsor. If you want to reach out to Kiwanis clubs in your area, you can contact your division's key club lieutenant governor to get the contact information of the Kiwanis clubs in your division. After that, you must find a faculty advisor at the school to help lead the club and serve as a liaison between the club and the key club. In addition to reaching out to the club sponsor for a Kiwanis advisor, Kiwanis advisors will help with communication and can provide any resources that you might need. After this step, you're now ready to start publicizing the new club. To establish a club, there must be at least 15 members. Finally, the club must now pay a chartering fee. This can be paid by the school or by the club sponsor. If you want to see this process in more detail, follow this link, which contains more information on how to charter a club. I'll now pass it off to Harper to talk more about the benefits of sponsoring a K-Kids or Builders Club.
Hello, everyone. I thank you all for joining us today. Again, I'm Harper Thompson, Lieutenant Governor of Division 76. And thank you, Stella, for talking about how to reach out and start a local K-Kids or Builders Club. Roman and I are now going to be talking about more why you should sponsor a club and how it benefits your local Key Club. The most obvious way a K-Kids and Builders Club can support you is by providing extra hands with service projects. Whether they are setting up, planning, or working right alongside you, having another student leadership program guarantees more people are involved in your projects. Furthermore, these collaborative opportunities can help introduce parents to your club. Even though we are a student-led organization, we still rely on adults to provide mentorship and other types of support. For example, we rely on adults to serve as chaperones for our events. We've observed that parent involvement within Key Club increases when they also work with the Builders Club. Of course, parents tend to be more involved in Builders Club because their students rely on them for transportation to projects, meetings, and most other things associated with the club. This ultimately can be helpful for Key Clubs because Builders Club members are more likely to grow up, transition to a high school setting, and start the Join Key Club. This is generally true because Builders Club members are used to being part of the Kiwanis organization, have a desire to volunteer, and have the support of their parents to join Key Club given their involvement with Builders Club. The next major reason to sponsor is that having a K-Kids or Builders Club helps establish the next generation of Key Clubbers at your school. Like previously mentioned, students who have been part of the Kiwanis family in the past are more inclined to service and to join Key Club. The MGRC committee focuses on creating plans for sustainably gaining and retaining members, and chartering a K-Kids or Builders Club is one of the best choices a Key Club, Kiwanis Club, or Lieutenant Governor can make. And with that, I'll now pass it off to Roman to talk about the relationship between Kiwanis clubs and Key Clubs. Thank you.
Thank you, Harper, for that insight into how K-Kids and Builders Clubs can help us. Again, as Harper said, my name is Roman Tobias, and I'm the LTG of Division 50. But to elaborate a little on what Harper mentioned, it's very important to realize the benefits of a strong relationship between a Key Club and the younger branches of the Kiwanis family. K-Kids and Builders Clubs are instrumental to the development of our own Key Clubs and should be seen as a tool so that we may prepare for future members. There are numerous reasons as to why the inclusion of our sister organizations within events such as service projects or BCMs can be critical in the way we continue to impact our individual communities. To understand the benefits that K-Kids and Builders Clubs can provide, we must consider the ways that they can assist their communities when we cannot. A good example of this would be the age groups that are represented. Key Club, Builders Club, and K-Kids are individuals of varying ages. This difference in ages can greatly benefit the image that people outside of our clubs can support, especially when it comes to events that might require the need of outside assistance, like donations from community members or businesses. While K-Kids and Builders Clubs are able to benefit Key Club through their image and promote events to their age range more effectively, Key Club can also benefit K-Kids and Builders Clubs. This is because of the reliance that both K-Kids and Builders Clubs have on adults to be able to supply and support them is immensely difficult because of their young age. With this need, Key Club is able to support and fill in the gaps for K-Kids and Builders Clubs, and the event that they may need guidance from seasoned volunteers like our club members. This means the benefit that each of our club branches can present to the others is quite immense. It can seriously impact and improve the way of life for all those involved. And with that, I'll now pass it off to Jasmine to introduce Circle K.
Thank you so much, Roman. And like he said, my name is Jasmine Thapa of Division 56. We are now going to be moving into Circle K, also known as EKI. But first, we have a special guest joining us. welcome Patrick White from the Pacific Northwest Circle K to tell us a bit more about CKI.
Hi, as Jasmine said, I'm Patrick White. I am the Columbia Division LTG, which covers Southeastern Washington and Northeastern Oregon and a little bit of Idaho. And I'm representing the Pacific Northwest District Board today. So I was in Key Club myself a few years ago. I graduated at Mount Si Division 28. And at that time, I never would have guessed that I would be here today, but here we are. Circle K International is the world's largest student-led collegiate service organization. It has over 13,000 members in 17 countries across 5 continents. CKI is committed to developing leaders by offering unique service, leadership, and fellowship opportunities that not only change the world, but change members' lives. In CKI, you'll work with other passionate students to develop leadership skills and make lifelong friendships, all in an inclusive and supportive environment. We are another branch of Kiwanis, but since we are adults, our advisors give us a little bit more flexibility with how we decide to run our clubs. Pacific Northwest is the largest geographical district in CKI. We have 6 divisions right now. That's wrong. We're updating our maps. It's only 5 now, but one of them doesn't have any clubs. One of the topics that I really want to focus on today is that of increasing collaboration between Key Club and CKI. Since a large part of our membership was once in Key Club, myself included, making that transition accessible is very important to us. To this end, joint meetings between Key Club members and local CKI clubs should be encouraged. These sorts of meetings provide the opportunity for both organizations to work together in service, as well as provide advice and support when it comes to attending college. Whether this comes in the form of college-focused workshops or mentorship programs, that can be up to individual clubs or LTGs, and CKI clubs can help people with event planning as well. So if you're interested in these joint meetings, LTGs and club officers can either reach out to clubs directly using contact information, which I will provide in the Zoom chat, or you can reach out to us on the district board and have us facilitate the contact. Thanks for listening. I'll drop the contact information right now in the Zoom chat. And back to you guys.
Thank you so much for joining us, Patrick. Again, I am Karen Cardenas of Division 80, and I'll now discuss hosting joint service projects for the fall. Again, if you have any questions for Patrick or CKI, please feel free to reach out to them using the contact information in the chat. But also, adding on to what Patrick said, there have already been successful DCMs and communication with CKI in the past. Some schools, such as the University of Washington, have already established a relationship with their local Key Clubs, hosting several college application workshops.
An example of one DCM done in the past by Key Club and CKI is a blanket making DCM that Division 56, my division, and WSU hosted back in 2019, as shown in the picture on the right. Building the bond with your CKI club starts with collaboration. Consider hosting a joint project. If you need inspiration, here are some ideas that only require a venue and a few materials, like the care package making and pen pal program. Get creative and put your own spin on it. Also, don't feel as if your ideas are limited to the ones shown below. If you reach out and contact your CKI now, you can do many projects. Now, Natasha will share more about our very own organization, Key Club.
Thanks, Jasmine. Again, I'm Natasha Tribbett, the Lieutenant Governor of Division 30. Now we will be discussing the Key Club area of the Kiwanis family. Beginning with the sponsorship aspect, a Key Club works in partnership with a Kiwanis club that financially sponsors the creation of the Key Club. The sponsoring Kiwanis club also provides support with club and divisional events. Now we will be going over the steps to getting sponsored. First things first, you need to find a sponsor. Contact any Kiwanis clubs in your area, making sure that you have a sponsoring Kiwanis club before you charter a club. Next, you need to find an advisor. You will need both a faculty advisor, which can be any school faculty member, and a Kiwanis advisor who is provided by your sponsoring Kiwanis club. They will help with the oversight and organization of your club. You may need to work with your school administration, as the process of getting a faculty advisor can vary from school to school. Next, you will need to provide a roster with at least 12 members and pay a chartering fee. Part or all of the cost of the chartering fee can likely be covered through your sponsoring Kiwanis club, but newly chartered clubs are not required to pay dues for their first year. Finally, you will need to complete and submit a petition to charter document. If your situation is a little bit different and you do not have a nearby Kiwanis club, there are different options for sponsoring, such as a non-Kiwanis sponsor or a co-sponsorship. These two documents located on the right can be found in the MGRC resource drive, along with many other resources that can help internally grow your clubs and provide more information on how to specifically charter a club. If you have any questions regarding chartering or sponsorship, please take a look at the Steps to Start a Club resource and the MGRC Chartering and Reactivating resource. Now, Kate will be discussing the membership recruitment aspect.
Thank you, Natasha. Hi, everyone. I'm Kate Theobald, and I'm the LTG of Division 82. And like Natasha said, I'm going to be talking about how to get member recruitment. As the school year kicks off, a big part of having a successful Key Club is recruiting of members. Even if your Key Club is already big and high with member counts, it's important to recruit at all grade levels. Otherwise, once people start to graduate, there'll be no one to continue your Key Club legacy. An easy way to promote your Key Club is if your school is having a club fair, just to set up a booth, have an eye-catching sign, a list of when and where your club is meeting, and have a sign-up sheet for people to put down their names and their emails. Another great option is to put up advertisements around your school, either in the announcements or have posters in like popular areas around the school. You might want to include in your signs like Key Club is a great way to have service hours, and it looks great on college applications. You can always come up with other creative ways to grow memberships. For instance, you can have a competition with your active members and try to have them bring as many numbers of friends that they can, and then whoever brings the most people gets a prize or something. Another great way is to have food, which is everyone's favorite and a great incentive. And with recruitment comes dues. So Hannah's going to talk more about that.
So hi everyone, my name is Hannah Kim of Division AYS, and I will be going over the process of paying Key Club dues. Key Club members must pay their dues on time to ensure that they are official members. The minimum dues amount is $12.50. However, if your club decides to charge more to support others' expenses, that is acceptable as well. These payments go towards Key Club funds that are used for club and officer resources, as well as district events such as Key Club Days, Decon, and more. Remember that the dues early bird deadline is November 1st, and clubs who meet this deadline will be included in a raffle for Spirit Gear bundle and a pizza party. So make sure to get your clubs to turn in their dues early. The regular deadline is by December 1st, so get started immediately on trying to recruit as many members as you can and get their dues paid. As a reminder, all suspended clubs must submit dues before October 1st, 2022 for the 2021 to 2022 year. Failure to do so will result in these being considered inactive and subject to a reactivation fee. When paying dues, make sure that club treasurers in your division introduce themselves to their school bookkeepers when school starts, so that they can keep track of how many people are official members and how much money is in your Key Club account. Officers will also need to collect member names, emails, and graduation year at meetings, so there is a list of official members with complete information for the PNW district mailing lists. Dues should be paid through the Membership Update Center, which opened on September 12th for the 2022 to 2023 school year. You should stay up to date with the dues payment status of each Key Club in your division so that you can reach your divisional goal for membership and celebrate membership growth from the previous year. Be sure that clubs are aware of the dues deadline so that they don't become inactive. If they don't submit dues before February 1st, they cannot attend Decon 2023. The Kiwanis advisor, faculty advisor, club treasurer, and club secretary should have access to the MUC. There is a link to the MUC video tutorial if you do not know how to access it. All Key Club members should be added and updated each time the club dues pays is due. Questions regarding the MUC can be directed to Jessica Zhang, who is our PNW district treasurer. You can contact Jessica by emailing treasurer@pnwkeyclub.org. Chanya will now talk about how to engage your members during meetings.
Hello everyone, I am Chan Yao, Lieutenant Governor of Division 38, and I'm going to be talking about ways that you can make your meetings more interactive. First, meetings can be broken down into three main categories, which are icebreakers, incentives, and games. And simply just adding one of these activities to your meetings can drastically increase how interactive your meeting will be. So starting off with the icebreakers, you want to try to start your meeting with a short icebreaker where everyone in the meeting can participate. And you should try to keep your icebreakers unique to keep members engaged, as they may not want to participate if they have already done the same icebreaker before. And additionally, having a mix of short icebreaker questions and games is excellent as well. If you were to just add one thing, I would suggest icebreakers because they are the most simple and easy way to get people to interact. Moving on, another way to keep members engaged and interactive is to have incentives for joining the meeting and Key Club, such as a prize, food, or an award that they could get if they attend the meeting. For example, if a member received a Member of the Month, you can make sure to let them know that they have to attend the meeting in order to receive their award. Or another good incentive would be to bring food. For example, if you are having your first meeting of the year, you could advertise that you guys are having ice cream or a different type of food to get more people to show up and experience what Key Club is all about. And the last topic is about having games at meetings, which can differ from icebreakers because they are a lot longer. You could host games towards the end of meetings, such as charades or a Kahoot if you have access to that. And finally, combining incentives and games to give winners prizes from time to time is also a good way to make your meetings more interactive. So definitely try to consider using some of these activities at your next meeting, if not all of them.
Thank you, Chun Yao. Hey everyone, my name is Landon Holzer and I'm the Lieutenant Governor of Division 35. Finally, we will be discussing the Kiwanis Club and the unique relationship between them and Key Club. But first, please join us in welcoming Kiwanis District Governor David Crozier for more information about our parent organization.
Well, thank you, Landon, and thanks for the invite to the meeting tonight. My name is David Crozier, and starting October 1st, I will be the Pacific Northwest's Governor of Kiwanis. The PNW Kiwanis is made up of 241 clubs in 30 divisions located from Alaska to Northern California and also includes part of the Idaho Panhandle. Many of those clubs sponsor service leadership clubs, including Kids, Builders, Key Clubs, Circle K, and Action Clubs. The PNW is part of Kiwanis International, including our service leadership programs. There are over 550,000 members in Kiwanis worldwide. 211,000 of those are Kiwanians, and 326 of them are in our youth programs. We raise over $133 million a year and deliver over 19 million service hours annually, and that's combined across all the parts of the organization. So my role, starting October 1st, is to set the direction and the vision of the organization, along with my board of lieutenant governors and district staff from October 2022 until September 2023. While we interact with each other at the district level, I believe our strength is our communication at the local service leadership programs and their local Kiwanis clubs. I think a focus of strengthening our Kiwanis family should be to encourage and support more joint meetings and projects between our organizations at the club level. Kiwanians would love the opportunity to attend any SLP meetings or projects, and in turn have SLP members attend Kiwanis meetings or a Kiwanis project. I'd also like to mention that anyone who has been a member of an SLP receives 2 years complimentary membership to Kiwanis if and when they join. There's no time limit to using those 2 years, so file that away for future knowledge. I look forward to helping our organizations grow closer, and I'm open to any questions or suggestions on how we can accomplish our joint mission. Thanks for the opportunity to talk to you guys tonight, and I will pass this back to Landon.
Thanks, David. Now we'll hear from Jenny.
Thank you, Landon. Hi, everyone. My name is Jenny Gia of Division 13, 15, 17, and today I will be touching upon the significance of Kiwanis and how they can directly and indirectly help us. So besides being our parent organization, there are many reasons why a Kiwanis Club sponsor can be extremely beneficial for your Key Club. First, Kiwanians can help you familiarize yourself with the different branches of the Kiwanis family, since Kiwanis and Key Club function in very similar structures. Connecting with Kiwanians also opens doors to a whole realm of service, often making an impact on a grander scale. Staying in touch with a Kiwanis Club allows Key Clubbers to attend more service events and joint fundraisers, increasing the influence that our K-Fam can make. And you receive inspiration in doing so. Such activities can help inspire service ideas within a Key Club. One aspect that is often overlooked is the life skills we acquire when connecting with Kiwanians. For example, I have personally found that I have a much easier time writing emails, greeting adults, and demonstrating respect in social settings, all thanks to my interactions with our Kiwanians. They gently remind us of professional standards when necessary, and it's always good practice to engage in conversation with adults. They are here to help us succeed in the future after all. Lastly, a Kiwanis Club can be a financial support system for all of your Key Club's endeavors. With larger budgets and a goal to serve the children of the world, a sponsoring Kiwanis Club may help students register for district events, organize service projects, and apply for scholarships. If you do not have a sponsoring Kiwanis Club right now, or a Kiwanian that you are in regular communication with, I highly recommend reaching out to your Key Club LTG after this webinar. And now, Landon will now share a little bit more about how to reach out to a Kiwanis Club.
Thank you so much, Jenny. Now, Jason and I will be talking about how to reach out to your Kiwanis and why you should. When reaching out, the fastest and most efficient communication is to come to a Kiwanis meeting. If attending a meeting isn't possible in your situation, Kiwanians generally prefer phone calls over texts and emails. They are less reliant on social media than us Key Clubbers are. So if you need to contact a Kiwanian, those are the best methods. The most important thing to remember is to include Kiwanians in your service projects, meetings, and events. Make your relationship with Kiwanians reciprocal. The Kiwanis family is built so that when Key Clubbers and Kiwanians work together, both clubs are more successful in their endeavors. Invite them to your events and do your best to attend theirs. Kiwanians are always willing to help, and you should always be willing to help them. If you need something from them, try to remember that they are not only there to serve you, and try to support their club too. For example, if they attend one of your DCMs, go to one of theirs. If they attend one of your club meetings, try your best to attend theirs. Remember, keeping a consistent relationship with your Kiwanians and Kiwanis Club can help your club, whether it be financial resources, meeting questions, or even just interacting with someone who is knowledgeable about service in general. Now, I will hand it off to Jace to talk more about reaching out to your Kiwanis Club.
Thank you, Landon. Once again, my name is Jace and I am from Division 45. It's great to see you all tonight. So if you're unsure who your Kiwanis sponsor or advisor is, now's the time to find out. The process is pretty simple. First, you should contact the faculty advisor of your Key Club. They usually have the contact information for the Kiwanis advisor that supports your club, who could then help connect you to your sponsoring Kiwanis Club. If you check and you do not have a Kiwanis advisor, consider using the Kiwanis Club Locator or the joint Kiwanis Family Directory that the KFAM committee has made. It will help you locate the nearest Kiwanis Club to your school that could potentially serve as your sponsoring Kiwanis Club. You should then share this with your Key Club faculty advisor and start from there. If you try these steps and don't have any luck, you can check if your Lieutenant Governor can help connect a Kiwanis Club to your Key Club. Your Key Club Lieutenant Governor should have access to the PNW Kiwanis District roster with potential Kiwanis officers to contact. If you try this step and also the previous steps and still have no luck, yeah, that's pretty frustrating. Maybe the Kiwanians that you contact are unresponsive. Now try contacting the Kiwanis Family Relations Committee at kfam@pnwkeyclub.org. And now I'm going to copy and paste this email into the chat. There you go, boom. kfam@pnwkeyclub.org, and we'll try to help you as much as we can. All right, and then I'm also going to copy and paste the link to the Kiwanis Club Locator. There you go. And now I'll hand it off to Hannah to share some more details.
Thank you, Jace. We'll now be going into a question and answer period if anyone wants to ask any questions in the chat or unmute themselves.
Also, while we have Patrick and David here today, does anyone have any questions for them as well?
I have a question for our Kiwanis District Governor. I'm wondering, does PNW Kiwanis have a separate district project, or do you guys have a district project at all?
So we have a couple of different district projects. One is sign fracture care. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that, but that provides, very simply, it provides metal rods to generally second and third world countries where there's a lot of motorcycles and fractures. If without those rods, it takes weeks and weeks, if not months, for people to recover from leg injuries, fractures. And sign basically puts rods into their legs. And Kiwanis sponsors that and has sponsored that for many years. We also have at the internet, we have projects at the district level and at the international level. So we have neonatal tetanus at the Kiwanis international level. So those are two examples. I think there's about 10 in total across Kiwanis International and Kiwanis, and I can get you guys more information on each one of them if you would like.
I have another question for sponsoring K Kids and Builders Clubs. I'm not sure if you already went over this, but just to clarify, can a Key Club sponsor a K Kids or Builders Club like themselves without a sponsoring Kiwanis Club or Kiwanis Advisor?
So that really depends financially. You could, just because it's not a Key Club, but it's still recommended that there's a Kiwanis involved, just so you have that Kiwanis support and that like Kiwanis advisor support. They're really just there to lend a helping hand. Does that answer your question, Nola?
Yes, thank you.
Mhm. Yes, Jasmine.
So is there one place where we can find MGRC resources and Kiwanis family resources?
We'll actually talk about that a little bit more later. We do have a link tree that we'll share at the end of this webinar. So good thinking, Jasmine.
Thank you so much.
Jenny?
Just out of curiosity, is there a difference between the early bird fee and the regular deadline fee? Or is it like the same $12.50?
So it's the same fee. $12.50 is like just the regular fee that all members have to pay. Early bird deadline is when everyone, if clubs submit it earlier, then they can get like went into the raffle or the pizza party. But the regular deadline is just December 1st. So as long as they pay dues by December 1st, they are considered official members.
Okay, thank you.
And then Jace.
Yeah, may I add on to what Hannah said? Yeah, so also everybody, it's good to get your dues in by the early bird deadline because money requests and transfers can take some time, quite some time to process, up to a couple of weeks. So just to avoid as much trouble as possible, I recommend paying by the early bird deadline and getting those dues in.
Any other questions?
I heard some notification being, so I bet a couple of you have questions. Just those like little thoughts. Boom, bam. There's that awesome question you have.
There was a question in the chat. I'll read it out and Hannah, could you answer it? To be considered for the early bird deadline, are only 15 members necessary? For instance, if new members join later and pay after the deadline, would the club still be considered eligible?
Jessica, if you could help me out if I don't answer this right, but I think it doesn't, if your club is already like active, and just make sure that they turn it in on time, because then members that don't turn it in on time are considered, they're not considered official members at all. They're just not a part of the club or not affiliated with the club. So as long as they turn in dues, they are considered official members. When, for instance, a new after that, if the new members join, like pay after the deadline, they wouldn't be considered official members. But the club itself would still be considered active as long as the members are still like, as long as the members are still a part, like the current members are still like paid their dues and on time. Jessica, if you want to expand more on that, you can, but
Okay, yeah. So if your club pays dues by November 1st, which is the early bird deadline, then your club is eligible for the early bird like dues badge and everything. But you can always add more members after that. So if people start joining later on in like October, I mean, not October, in December or like January, you can still continue to add them to your club, if that makes sense. Does that answer your question?
And it looks like David dropped a list of the Kiwanis district projects in the chat if you guys wanted to look at that as well. But if we don't have any more questions, we can move on. And so like Jasmine asked earlier, here are some of the links you can check out. Every resource that was discussed in this webinar and tons more can be found here with both the MGRC and KFAN's resources. Make sure to check them out throughout the year, since these link trees will be constantly updated with new resources that both our committees produce. And so they're easy to follow. So it's Linktree and then MGRC committee and or KFAN committee.
So with that, we will conclude this webinar. So thank you everyone for attending, and we hope this helped you gain some insight and information on how to further connect with your Kiwanis family and have key clubbers stay engaged within your community.